What's up guys, my name is Kwasa and today we are back with another video. I'm still trying to do 30 videos for 30 days in this month, and today the title of this video is something that when I was looking for some meaning to my life, and it has helped me to stay above the water most times. And sometimes you need something more than your job, something more than maybe people, something more than all the reasons that you could have to wake up. Sometimes you wake up because you want to go to school, or you wake up because you want to go to uni or to a work meeting or stuff like that. But there will be days when you need something more than that. And not only does this wake you up in the morning, but it also keeps you moving sometimes when you want to give up on life. And I spent most of my childhood life, like my teens, always finding reasons to not end my life. And one of the main reasons that I have found recently or in the past years is responsibility. And that's responsibility to myself as a person, coming from the instance of knowing that no one is coming to save me. So I have to save myself, and I also have to be responsible for myself, because I'm not a kid anymore. My parents are not so responsible for me, and also it's not like primary school or kindergarten where the teachers are somehow responsible for you. You are an adult now, I'm an adult, and I live alone, I'm in the city, I'm done with uni. So now it's all on me to be responsible for my life, for the actions I take, the friends I make, for words I say, or how I present myself to be perceived in this world. So the kind of responsibility that I mean, how it helped me through my mental struggles, and how it has given my life purpose, not purpose but meaning, is to know that whatever action I do, whatever action I take, it does not affect me only, but it also affects anyone that could be close to me. It could affect my family, and in the large sense, it also affects my community and your community as well. So something, the video I made yesterday, like why should you even try to improve yourself, or why should you even try to be better with your life? And it's that once you become better, you don't only become better for you, or only better for yourself, but the moment you're better, then it also makes anyone around you, anything you touch, more better, more nice, and more good. And you also become good to your parents, your family, and the community at large. Because imagine, ask yourself this question: imagine if you were better, or you're trying to improve yourself, how good would it be for anyone that comes close to you or your family? And so the thing I found was starting to be responsible for myself, responsible for my family, because I take care of them now. So which means in my mind I'm always thinking, if anything were to happen to me, it wouldn't only affect my life, but it would also affect like my siblings, my family, my mom, and my dad. I always wondered how my siblings would react to to their older brother taking his own life, because I've seen how that thing affects people. Like some people have lost their parents, their siblings to them, like committing suicide and that stuff. So the same way it could affect them in a negative way is the same way it does affect them in a good way if you decide to start improving your life. So even if you may not want to like self-improve for yourself, you can still do it for your family or your siblings. And to me, because I'm like the older brother, I'm always trying to take like all the definitely I took all the trauma that I was receiving from my parents and stuff like that. And I've made sure that my younger siblings don't have to go through the same things, mostly the bad things that I went through, even to be treated the way that I was treated. So in that, which compounds into responsibility. So you don't only have to be responsible for yourself, but also responsible for others. And one of the ways that Jordan Peterson talks about in how you're going to put meaning to your life, because sometimes you wake up and you feel like there's no meaning to your life, you have nothing, and if you went away or became vengeful, resentful, evil, thinking, oh, the whole world is done, and I don't have to, like, my disappearance no one would even notice it. Like the world is better without me. You have to make sure you don't go on that road, because the moment you do, then it's going to be difficult to come back from that. But also as well, to be able to see the other side, you have to reach that point of not wanting to live. I think this quote I'm going to say is from Frank Kafka, which he says that and to be able to have a good understanding of life is reaching at the point of wanting to die. So you have to reach all these lows to appreciate the highs when they come around. So also another thing that Jordan Peterson talks about our responsibility is carry your own load, like lift something which is heavy. Like what's so heavy about your life? Something that keeps you moving, even if it is so hard. And he gives an example of Christ carrying the cross. You don't have to carry the same wooden cross, even though the cross was representing the heavy sins of humanity. So you can also decide to carry your own cross, whether it's your trauma, whether it's your family issues, whether it's your poverty or your mental struggles. It's like lift the load or the cross so you can tolerate yourself, because you're easily hurt and you're so fragile. But when you carry some kind of responsibility, whether it's for you or people around you or people close to you, even if you fail, even if sometimes you think like you're a failure, you might be like, even though I'm weak as I am, or I'm fragile as I am, but I lifted that, I carried that load. And the more you try to adopt on more responsibility, is the more you somehow find or put meaning to your life, knowing that you're not suffering for the sake of the evil that comes with the world, but you're suffering with with joy, and knowing that you have some kind of responsibility on your shoulders, it helps you to keep moving, because that's what usually wakes me up some days or keeps me moving, because I know there is like whatever affects my life right now, it also affects people that I'm responsible for. And I'm not married yet, so you could use this in my siblings, my family. If you're married, whatever affects you is going to affect your wife, and if you have kids as well, it's obviously going to affect your kids. That's how I always remember that sometimes the way we are treated by our parents, we were young to understand it. But I now believe that they were also going through something, and they were projecting whatever they were trying to process onto us. So imagine, I just saw something which said that the best apology that being you right now, being a good parent to the kids that you will have, is the best apology that you never got from how your parents treated you. I mean, some of you watching this video, maybe they treated you really nice, but to me, it wasn't always nice. My name is Kwasa. I will see you in the next video.